Basa mo muna kayong libo.
Sid, ikaw na una, Sid. Ikaw na, Jay.
Natapos yung kapangalan 5.
Jeremiah
Tapos magbabasa
45.
ka uli dito. Tayo din yan. Ay, hindi na.
Go.
The word
Jeremiah.
that Jeremiah, the prophet, spake unto
Baruch.
Baruch, the son of
Neriah.
Neriah, when he had
Written. These
these words in a book at the mouth of Jeremiah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of Israel, unto thee, O
Baruch.
thou didst say,
Woe is me
Woe
now.
is me now, for the Lord hath
Added
grief
grief.
to my sorrow. I fainted in my
Sighing.
and I find no rest. Thus
Shall thou say.
shalt thou say unto him, The Lord said, Behold, that which I have
Built.
will I break down, and that which I have
Planted.
I will
Pluck up.
pluck up, even
This whole land.
land. And
Seeketh
seeketh thou great things
for thyself.
Seek them not, for behold, I will bring evil upon all
Flesh.
saith the Lord, but thy life will I give unto thee for a prey in all places
Whither
thou
goest. Jeremiah 46.
Ayun na, Emily. Ito, basahin mo din.
Ha? Basahin ko daw.
Ito yung babasahin nyo. Hanggang dyan, tapos basahin nyo din yun.
Ang dami naman. Hindi lang kami dito.
Go read.
Hindi lang. Bukas ka na. Chapter 4.
Jeremiah 46.
The word of the Lord,
Which
which
came
came to Jeremiah the prophet against the
Gentiles.
17 sa'yo.
Gentiles, against Egypt, against the army of
Pharaoh.
Necho, king of Egypt, which was
By
river
Euphrates.
in
Karshemish.
Carchemish, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, smote in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, ordered the
Buckler.
and 6
Shield.
drawn near to battle.
Harness.
17 na.
Harness the horses and get up he horsemen and stand forth with their helmets.
Helmets.
Furbish the spears and put on
Furbish the spears. Brigandines.
Wherefore have I seen them dismayed and turned away back, and their mighty ones are beaten down and are fled
Apace.
the Lord.
And look.
Not back, for fear was round about, saith the Lord. Let not the swift flee away, nor the mighty man
Escape.
They shall stumble and fall toward the north by the river
Euphrates.
Who is the not
Who is this that cometh up
as a
flood
flood whose water
Waters.
are moved as the rivers.
Rivers.
Egypt riseth
Riseth
like a
up.
flood,
Like a
and
flood. And his waters.
his waters are moved like the river, and he
Rivers.
said, I will go up and we will cover the earth. I will destroy the city and inhabitants thereof. Come up, ye
Eliza.
horses, and
Emily.
raise ye chariots, and let the mighty men come forth. The Hellenians and the Libyans and the
Libyans.
Libyans, the
Lydians.
shields and the Lydans that handle and bed the bow. For this is the day of the Lord God of hosts, a day of
Vengeance.
vengeance, that he might avenge him of his adversaries. And the sword shall devour, and it
Devour.
shall be
Sachi.
satiated,
Chaked.
and made drink
Drunk.
the
With their
with their
blood.
blood, for the Lord God of hosts hath a sacrifice in the most contrite country
Country.
by the river
Euphrates.
Euphrates. Go up into
Gilead.
Gilead and take Baal of
Balm.
Mom.
O Virgin, the daughter of Egypt.
In vain shalt thou use many medicines
Medicines.
for thou shalt not be
Cured.
The nation have heard of this shame, and they cry filled. The land of the mighty man hath stumbled against the mighty, and there are fallen both
Both
together.
together.
The word that we, Lord, spake the Jeremiah the prophet, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall come and
Should. Smite.
smite the land of Egypt. Declare ye in Egypt, and publish in
Migdol.
Migdol, and publish in
Nope.
Nope, and in
Tapan.
Tapan, say ye that fast the prepared thee, for the sword shall devour round
Devour.
about thee. Why are the
Valiant.
valiant
Men.
men swept
Swept away.
away that stood not
They stood
because
not.
the Lord did
Drive them.
them. He made many to fall, yea, one fell upon
Fell.
another, and they said, Arise,
Arise.
and let us go again to our own people and to the land of our nativity, from the oppressing sword. They did cry her Pharaoh,
Pharaoh
king of Egypt,
is but
is
a
but
noise.
knows he had.
Pass.
Yeah.
That time appointed. Verse 18.
As Allah,
I live.
as I live, said the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts. Surely as Tabor is among the mountains, and as Carmel by the sea, so shall he come. O thou daughter dwelling in Egypt, furnish thyself to go into captivity, for no shall be waste and desolate without an inhabitant. Egypt is like a very fair heifer, but destruction cometh, it cometh out of the north. Also her hired men are in the midst of her like
Fatted
fatted bullocks. For they also are turned back and are fled away together. They did not stand because the day of their calamity was come upon them, and the time of their visitation they voiced their off shall go like a serpent. For they shall march with an army and come against her with axes as hewers of wood. They shall cut down her forest, saith the Lord, that it cannot be searched, because they are more than grasshoppers and are innumerable. The daughter of Egypt shall be confounded. She shall be delivered into the hands of the people of the north. The Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saith, Behold, I will punish the multitude of No. When Pharaoh and Egypt picked their gods and their kings, even Pharaoh and all them that trust in him, and I will deliver them into the hand of those that seek their lives, and into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and into the hand of his servants, and afterward it shall be inhabited as in the days of old, saith the Lord. But fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel, for behold, I will save thee from afar off, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and be in rest and at ease, and none shall make him afraid. Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord, for I am with thee. For I will make a full end of all the nations, whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure, yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah, the prophet against the Philistines, before that Pharaoh smote Gaza. Thus saith the Lord, Behold, waters rise up out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land and all that is therein, the city and them that dwell therein. Then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. At the noise of the stamping of the hoofs of his strong horses, at the rushing of his chariots, and at the rumbling of his wheels, the father shall not look back to their children for feebleness of hands, because of the day that cometh to spoil all the Philistines, and to cut off from Tyre and Sidon every helper that remaineth, for the Lord will spoil the Philistines and remnant of the country of Captor. Baldness is come upon Gaza, as Ashkelon is cut off with the remnant of their valley. How long wilt thou cut thyself, O thou sword of the Lord? How long will it be thou hmm? ere thou be quiet? Put up thyself into thy scabbard, rest and be still. How can it be quiet, seeing the Lord hath given it a charge against Ashkelon and against the seashore, there hath he appointed it.
Jeremiah 48.
Kuya,
Elsen, Jeremiah 48. Lakasan, please.
Against Moab, thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, woe unto Nebo, for For it is spoiled, Kiriath is confounded and taken. His camp is confounded and destroyed. There shall be no more praise of Moab. Heshbon, they have devised evil against it. Come and let us cut it off from being a nation. Also thou shalt be cut down. O madmen, the sword shall proceed. The voice of crying shall be from Horonaim, spoiling and great destruction.
Moab,
Moab is destroyed, the little ones have caused a fight in the earth. For in the going up of fluid, continual weeping shall go up. For in the having, for in the going down of Horonaim, the enemies suffered a cry of destruction. Please save your lives. Be like the heat in the wilderness. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken, and shall go forth into captivity. And the spoiler shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape. The valley also shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, and the rivers flowing. We brings unto Moab, the iniquity and the folly, the cities thereof shall be desolate, without any fear therein. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword in blood. Moab hath been at peace from his youth, and he hath settled on his knees, and hath not been emptied from vessel to vessel, neither hath begun into captivity, wherefore his days remain in him, and his strength is not changed. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, shall I will send unto him wanderers, that shall cause him to wander, and shall empty his vessels, and break their battles. And Moab shall be ashamed of Chemosh, as the house of Israel was ashamed of Bethel their confidence. How say ye, we are mighty and strong men for the war? Moab is pulled and gone up out of her cities, and his chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter, said the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts. The calamity of Moab is near to come, and his affliction is that fast. All ye that are about him, bemoan him.
Limon,
And all ye that know his name say, how is that strong staff broken and the beautiful rod? Thou daughter that dost inhabit Dibon, come down from thy glory, and sit in thirst. For the spoiler of Moab shall come upon thee, and he shall destroy thy strongholds, O inhabitants of Arwer. Stand by the way, and ask him that fleet, and her that escapeth, and say what is done. Moab is confounded, for it is broken down, howl and cry. Tell ye it in Armon, that Moab is spoiled. And judgment is come upon plain country, upon Holon, and upon Jahaziah, and upon Mepaat, and upon Dibon, and upon Nebo, and upon Bet Diblatine, and upon Kiriataim, and upon Bet Gamul, and upon Bet Meon, and upon Kiriot, and upon Bosra, and upon all the cities of the land of Moab for army. The horn of Moab is cut off, and his arm is broken, said the Lord. Make him drunken, for he magnified himself against the Lord. Moab also shall wallow in his vomit, and he also shall be in derision. For was not Israel a derision unto thee? Was he found among thieves? For since thou spakest of him, thou skippest for joy. O ye that dwell in Moab, leave the cities and dwell in the rock, and be like the dove that maketh her nest in the sides of the horse's mouth. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud, his loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride. and the haughtiness of his heart. I know his wrath, said the Lord, but it shall not be so. His lies shall not so affect it. Therefore will I howl for Moab, and I will cry out for all Moab. Mine heart shall mourn for the men of Kirheres. O vine of Sibma, I will weep for thee with the weeping of Jezer. Thy plants are gone over the sea, they reach even to the sea of Jezer. The spoiler is fallen upon thy summer fruits and upon thy vintage. And joy and gladness is taken from the plentiful field and from the land of Moab. And I have caused wine to fade from the wine presses. None shall tread with shouting. Their shouting shall be no shouting. For the cry of Heshbon, even unto Eleale, and even unto Jahaz, have they uttered their voice from Zoar and even unto Horonaim. As an heifer of 3 years old, for the waters also of Nimrim shall be desolate. Moreover, I will cause to cease in Moab, said the Lord, him that offereth in the high places, and him that burneth incense to his gods. Therefore mine heart shall sound from Moab like pipes, and mine heart shall sound like pipes for the men of Kiriras, because the riches that he hath gotten are perished. For every head shall be bald, and every bird clip upon all the hands shall be cut, and upon the loins sackcloth. There shall be lamentation generally upon all the housetops of Moab, and in the streets thereof, for I have broken Moab like a vessel wherein is no pleasure, said the Lord. They shall howl, saying, how is it broken down? How hath Moab turned the back with shame? So shall Moab be a derision and a dismaying to all them about him. For thus saith the Lord, behold, ye shall fly as an eagle, and shall spread his wings over Moab. Kerioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised, and the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people, because he hath magnified himself against the Lord. Fear and the pit and the snare shall be upon me, O inhabitant of Moab, said the Lord. He that fleeth from the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that getteth up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For I will bring upon it, even upon Moab, the year of their visitation, said the Lord. They that fled stood under the shadow of Heshbon because of the force, but fire shall come forth out of Heshbon, and the flame from the midst of Sion, and shall devour the corner of Moab and the crown of the head of the tumultuous ones. Woe be unto thee, O Moab! The people of Chemosh perisheth, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives. Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days, said the Lord. Thus far is the judgment of Moab.
Kuya MC.
Jeremiah 49.
Ate. Ate.
Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49.
Concerning the Ammonites. Thus saith the Lord, hath Israel no sons? Hath he no heir? Why then doth their king inherit God, and his people dwell in cities? Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will cause an alarm of war to be heard in Rabbah of the Ammonites, and it shall be a desolate heap, and her daughters shall be burned with fire. Then shall Israel be heir unto them that were his heirs, saith the Lord. Howl, O Heshbon, for I is spoiled. Cry, ye daughters of Rabbah, gird you with sackcloth, lament, and run to and fro by the hedge. For their king shall go into captivity, and his priests and his princes together. Wherefore glorious thou in the valleys, thy flowing valley, O backsliding daughter? that trusted in her treasures, saying, Who shall come unto me? Behold, I will bring a fear upon thee, saith the Lord of God of hosts, from all those that be about thee, and ye shall be driven out every man right forth, and none shall gather up him that wandereth. And afterward I will bring again the captivity of the children of Ammon, saith the Lord. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, Gather you together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Edom, and these purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Bozrah. And at the day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. Concerning Damascus, Hamath is confounded, and Arpad, for they have heard evil tidings. They are faint-hearted, there is sorrow on the sea, it cannot be quiet. Damascus is waxed feeble, and turneth herself to flee, and fear hath seized on her. Anguish and sorrows have taken her, as a woman in travail. How is the city of praise not left, the city of my joy? Therefore her young men shall fall in her streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will kindle a fire in the wall of Damascus, and it shall consume the palaces of Benhadad. Concerning Kedar, and concerning the kingdoms of Hazor, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall smite. Thus saith the Lord, Arise ye, go up to Kedar, and spoil the men of the east. Their tents and their flocks shall they take away. They shall take to themselves their curtains, and all their vessels, and their camels, and they shall cry unto them, Fear is on every side. Flee, get you far off, dwell deep, O ye inhabitants of Hazor, saith the Lord. For Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, hath taken counsel against you, and hath conceived a purpose against you. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone, and their camels shall be a booty, and the multitude of their cattle a spoil. And I will scatter into all winds them that are in the utmost corners, and I will bring their calamity from all sides thereof, saith the Lord. And Hazor shall be a dwelling for dragons, and the desolation forever. There shall no man abide there, nor any son of man dwell in it. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet against Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might, and upon Elam will I bring the four winds from the four quarters of heaven, and will scatter them toward all those winds, and there shall be no nation whither the outcasts of Elam shall not come. For I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies, and before them that seek their life, and I will bring evil upon them, even my fierce anger, saith the Lord, and I will send the sword after them, till I have consumed them.
Verse 38.
Mami, pagkatapos, magpatay na.
Go.
And I will set my throne in Elam, and will destroy from thence the king and the princess, saith the Lord. But it shall come to pass in the latter days, that I will bring again the captivity of Elam, saith the Lord.
Ilagay mo.